I see you run through that lightning. Baby, that got me excited. Been waiting on you to come through. Cause I got some plans with you. I got some chickens that ready. And I got some books too. Cause we gon' level them skills. And rank you up too. I pulled you out of an ancient. You literally came out the blue. Sacrifice anything for you. I get rid of the game for you. And you know I gotta get you to 60. And that's why I've been saving brews. Cause I got plans for you. Hit up the Duke King. Might have Mr. Tham come through. And it might be a late night in Saudi Arabia.
What's up, Authentic fam? Welcome back to Authentic Alphas. And we are going to do some more body rating. I have this young lady here to help me out. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Angie.
Andy, how old are you? Where are you from?
I'm from Mexico City. I have 28.
Okay. Single, divorced, married?
Single. Well,
Okay.
yeah, single.
All right. So you're going to help us out today with your opinion
Okay.
on male bodies, male body types. So obviously, all different women have different tastes and they prefer different body types. But I think there are certain things that are attractive across the board, and there are certain things that are unattractive across the board. And the idea is for guys to get a better understanding of where they sit in the sexual marketplace.
Okay.
So they can understand how attractive they are or how attractive they aren't, and what are some of the things they can do to increase their attractiveness to women, because obviously they're attracted to, pretty girls, and beautiful women are kind of everywhere. I mean, what men find attractive in women sexually, I think, is more available, it's more abundant than what women find sexy physically in a guy.
Well, it's obvious that the body, but I think it's not all the case, because you can have a nice body like Chris Hemsworth, for example, but if that guy is like her treat with just like trash, that not morals, not like respect you. It's like anything.
But you're going into relationship
Yeah, but
potential and longevity. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about sexual attractiveness, and
Okay.
and what you're describing is the problems and the issues that women run into with
Yeah.
so-called bad boys, and that term is it's misused. It's used like an umbrella term. Okay, these guys aren't necessarily bad or anything like that. A lot of times it's just simply the guy's not catering to that particular woman because he has options. He doesn't have to. And the women are used to being treated a certain way by the majority of guys, by average guys. And these guys behave that way not because it's genuine. They behave that way because they're trying to get around the girl. They're trying to keep the girl around. So I think there's a lot of willful ignorance around these topics. Because women act like if a guy is not acting this way, then he's an asshole. It's like, no, that's your comparison meter. It's not that he's necessarily an asshole. It's just that you're used to men kissing your ass. And the reason why they're kissing your ass is not because you deserve it. It's not because that's how men should treat women. It's just simply because they want to sleep with you.
Yeah.
And this is said like all the time. And what do women do majority of the time when they get that information? They call the person saying it an asshole. Now he's an asshole for being honest. And then they ask questions like, why is this guy ghosting me? Or why did this guy stand me up? Or why did this guy flake me? Again, these are questions with obvious answers.
Yeah.
He stood you up for the same reason why women stand up men. He ghosts you for the same reason why women ghost men.
Yeah.
Because whatever it was that they did have any value in about you, they already got that. So if the guy's being nice, he's taking a girl out, he's buying her things, or he's just giving her attention, he's giving her compliments, he's validating her, she can stop texting him at any minute because it's like, all right, thank you for the compliments. I feel good about myself now. I'm going to go out with this quote unquote bad boy. You'll hear from me in a couple of days. And the guy's like, oh, why'd she stop texting me? I have no idea what's going on. She's busy, dude. She's busy with a guy that she actually wants to sleep with. That's what happened. Now, maybe that guy hurt her feelings or something like that. Then she'll be back to texting you for some more free validation so you can sit there and tell her she's beautiful and she's perfect and she's wonderful. Meanwhile, you've never slept with her. You've never actually had any kind of relationship or, real interaction with her. So how accurate could your compliments be? When you see guys telling women they're gorgeous and they never saw them in person, how would you know? How would you know? You've never seen her without the filters. And then it's like, oh, you're perfect. Well, how would you know that? You've never been around this person. You've never spent time with her. You never dated her. How do you know she's perfect? So it's bullshit compliments. But the guys that actually are hanging out with her or dating her, they might ghost her or stop talking to her at any minute. So does that mean he's an asshole? No, maybe there's something about her that's unattractive and he found out later, the same way you're saying a guy can be attractive and then later you find out he doesn't treat you well. All right, so anyhow, what I want guys to understand is that the threshold is different depending on guys' appearance. Yeah. That's the truth of the matter, okay? So when guys are attractive, they're well above the average guy, they're not playing by the same rules as what the average guy is doing. And women aren't honest, they're not forward, they're not clear. So when these guys are trying to talk to women, women aren't just going to be like, listen, I'm never going to sleep with you. Yeah. I have no physical attraction to you whatsoever. That's not what they're going to do. They're going to sit there and talk back and forth. They might exchange contacts. They're going to sit there and waste this guy's time. Okay. And then he's going to end up in what we call the friend zone or whatever. And he's going to act like it's the girl's fault when really she wasn't sending any signals. She wasn't giving him any attraction cues. She was just being nice because he was being nice.
Yeah, you can have like nice, acting like funny guy. Well, not funny, but interesting guy. Even though you don't have a nice or 10 body, it's like, okay, can be, well, not for sleep tonight, but it's a nice guy.
That's my point. That's my point.
Yeah.
And these guys run into these situations where they waste their time, and they waste their money, they waste their effort, and the girl is just being social. So I want guys to understand that women are just social in general. Women will spend time talking to other women. It doesn't have to be anything really important. Yeah. That's their pastime. But for a guy to be putting in that time, let's be honest, he's trying to sleep with that girl. He's not just trying to talk about stuff. Yeah. So a lot of guys put themselves in that position, and in my opinion, that's good quality time you could have been spending in the gym. That's good quality time you could have been spending in the grocery store reading labels and picking the right food to put in your cabinets and in your fridge. Okay? That's time you could have spent informing yourself, getting more information and more knowledge on how you can improve yourself and better yourself in many different areas, in my opinion. I'm just saying. All right? Instead of wasting it with girls who don't actually find you attractive to begin with. Now, some women, when they hear that, they think, like I'm saying, that you're not supposed to spend time with women, you're not supposed to get to know them, you're not supposed to talk and go. Stop. If a woman is attracted to you, then all of that stuff is great. All of that stuff is wonderful. But when she's not attracted to you sexually, you're just setting yourself up for disappointment. You're just setting yourself up to get your feelings hurt. Yeah. Because then when you're like, hey, can I come upstairs for a minute? And then she's like, no, I have to get up early for work.
I need to go because...
Exactly. Because she doesn't know how to just come out and say, hey, I probably should have told you this 12 days ago, but I'm not sexually attracted to you at all. In fact, you need to hurry up and get out of here because I got a guy I met on Tinder coming over. This is the real world, guys. Yeah. I want you to know this is the real world. And a lot of times women will say to themselves in their head, because women also learn from experience. So what a lot of times happens is women will start to make a disconnect. They'll say, you know what, this guy's attractive, he's good in bed or whatever. So guys like this, because that's how women will put it, they'll put guys like this, guys like you, guys like that. They're just good for sex anyway. So what will happen is they will lower their expectation for the guys that they think are very attractive. Because when they're being honest with themselves, they're like, okay, other women like him, he's talking to other girls, so I'm not even going to start thinking about him in that way. I don't want to go out to dinner. I don't want to go here. I don't want to go there. We'll just hook up. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they'll use the nice guys to sit there and make them feel good for 2-3 hours prior to this other guy coming over and fucking the shit out of them. I'm just telling you right now, guys. You think what I'm saying is like happens once in a while, like it's isolated? It's not. It's a strategy that these women use. They'll say, I'll let this guy take me out, show me a good time, buy me drinks, fill my belly, feed me with the food I like, and then I'll have this Chad, Tyrone, whatever you guys want to call him, come over and I'll have good sex. And then they'll feel complete. So be careful, guys. All right, so she's going to help me. I have 10 guys here, so we're going to just run through them and we'll get her thoughts on it. And, it is what it is. All right, so let's...
For that guy, it's like a 5. A 6.
We'll just stay in the honesty realm. So just be 100% honest.
Okay, 5.
Because I might start turning the heat up on women and being like, smash or pass. Would you sleep with, I might start doing that.
Yeah, it's like a 5. It's like, maybe he's a nice guy, but I don't sleep with him.
There you have it. So what I'm saying is, sex doesn't cross your mind when you see him.
No, it's like...
He's invisible in terms of that.
In the sexual
market, to you, he'd be invisible.
Yeah.
And you said he was a 5.
Yeah, like 5.
Because with women, sometimes you have to you have to really use the language, you have to use the math, you have to use all these things to get to a simple, conclusion, because they don't want to say it that way.
Yeah.
But the understanding is women are not attracted to average men. I feel like that's the simplest way to say it. We had Kevin Samuels, rest in peace, and that was one of the number one realities that he pretty much proved to the world is like, look, these women are they're telling you themselves, as much as they refuse to be referred to as average, regular or normal, they themselves will not accept being average, which blows my mind because there's girls on there that are like 3s, 2s, and 5s. Calling them average would be a compliment, and they're offended. Like, I'm not average. It's like, you're not. You're below average. I'm trying to be nice here. And they're like, no way are they accepting that they are average females. But at the same time, the same breath of air, they'll tell you that average men are not attractive to them. They will not settle for an average man. They don't want to date him. They don't want to marry him. They don't want to have sex with him. They don't want to have kids with him. None of the above. Okay? So I'm just trying to get guys to just accept that. That's just what the fuck we're dealing with. Women are not attracted to average dudes. So she just said it the long way that he's a 5, right? And even if he was a 6, she's like, oh, man, whatever. Still, that's invisible to her as far as the sexual market is concerned. Now, would a woman let this guy pay her bills? Would she let this guy buy her a condo? Would she let this guy, pay her car note? Would she let this guy spend $300 on dinner and not sleep with him? Absolutely. And I know this because that's some of the issues that he's been having with women. This guy in particular, that he will spend $300 on a woman for dinner, and then she'll be like, okay, that was great, thank you, I'll text you, I got work in the morning. Okay, but the guy that's fucking her, he probably just bought her a slice of pizza. All right, number 2.
No. I think it's the same case. Like,
well, you gotta give me a number, you gotta give me a rating.
I don't know why, because I think that boy looks better, like, skinny. Okay. But for me, it's like 4. I don't know. Maybe because her flex, like, the other guy is like relaxed, like, okay, that's my body, but this guy is like, look, I'm strong, but...
Women are always looking for mood. They're always looking for mood or emotion or something.
Yeah.
I would have never thought that. She's over here thinking about the movie that he's in. She's trying to assess his personality from a picture. Okay.
Yeah.
But so we're sticking with 4 or
Yeah, it's 4.
okay.
Okay.
Number 3.
Maybe it's 8.
Okay.
Can be a 8, but for her skin, it's like 9. You know, I like that color.
So okay, so she's saying that body wise he's like an 8, but because he's dark skinned, it's an 8.5 or 9 or 9. Wait, what'd you say? 8.5 or 9?
9.
Because you can do 0.5s. We're doing half a points too to make it a little easier. Okay, so if he was a white guy, that'd be an 8. But because he's brown, then we give him a 9.
Yeah.
Okay. As a guy, I can't really too much. All right. I know guys that have like a complexion preference. I'm not one of those guys. I'm looking at. Yeah. Well, okay. Got you. All right. Next, number 4.
Okay.
He's dark though. He's brown.
Well, not.
Give him a point for brown.
Like 2. Or. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe because if he was white.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. What's the number of what you would be interested in them sexually? Because you said like 5 is no, 6 is no, 2 obviously no. So what number is like, yeah, I'd hook up with him?
I think after 7, like if you're 7, okay, maybe.
You see, guys, I told you guys, aim for 7.5. That's what I told you guys. I said aim for 7.5. Okay, if you fall short, just keep on trying. But if you can hit a 7.5, where women on average say, yes, it's about a 7.5, I think you're in there. Because then if you have a relatively good personality and you're somewhat confident, you make relatively good money, you'll be getting plenty of sex. You'll have plenty of evenings with company. All right, so let's get to this guy right here.
Like 7 can be.
Okay.
Yeah, like.
So
well, I don't know. He looks like okay. He don't fat, but he looks like can make go to the gym or you know, but I don't know. It's
so
not
you're what we call an adjustable. So you're basically saying he's like an adjustable 7.
Yeah,
like he's 7-ish, but he can move up easily if he just.
Yeah, it's not like a sexy boy. Okay, it's like okay, look. How can I say that? Like sporty guy. I don't know, but
okay, athletic.
Athletic.
Or healthy.
Yeah, but he's not like sexy. No, I don't think so.
Not as sexy yet. Okay.
Yeah.
What about this young guy here?
8. No. I think it's 9.
Wow. Yeah. See, if it was me, I'd kill myself. I'm just being honest. If I woke up and I was that size, yeah, I'd kill myself.
But he's younger. It's like.
No,
20?
You're right. You know what? I give you that because when I was that age, then I looked like that.
The other guy is
I was happy
older.
to look like that. You're right.
Yeah.
But if I woke up today at my age
Like
with that body, I'd kill myself.
But in your
but
20s.
But she said a 9. You see what I mean? Okay.
Yeah, in your 20s, it's like, okay, you look.
Oh, yeah. When I was
in high school or whenever it is, it's like.
That's winning in high school.
Yeah.
Definitely winning. All right, here we go.
3.
Okay. Doesn't pass the threshold. Okay.
Yes, like 3.
The gym, guys. I'm telling you, the gym is the best place. Okay. What about this guy?
3. It's not
Same?
necessary.
So he's the same? Like,
it's not necessary to be like tiny, like skinny for look sexy.
I thought you were gonna be nice. She said 3. All right.
It's not sexy for me.
What about here? Here we go.
Oh, I have the same my jack of basket thing.
Okay.
But 5, 6, maybe.
Okay. So you like guys bigger, basically. You like someone bigger.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's a preference thing because there's a lot of women that would say that he's a 9, an 8. You see what I mean? It's a preference thing.
Yeah.
Some
depends.
girls like the NBA.
And also,
type.
because her is post, like.
Okay, I'll start telling the guys to send 3-second videos. I'll tell them some boomerangs. All right. So what about this guy here?
Maybe it's 4. 4 or 5 because what I'm saying that he looks relaxed. He don't want to look like bigger or something like he doesn't look. It's okay. That's me.
Okay, so you're looking for confidence in the body,
Yeah.
comfortable in the. Okay. All right. I mean, he looks relatively tall. So, how much of a difference does height make? Because I've seen women with some unattractive tall guys, and they're happy to be with this giant. So.
Yeah, it's like looks comfortable with her body, so.
Okay.
5, I said. Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
So you said, okay, that was the last guy. All right.
Yeah.
So, and then you sent me an image of the guy that you think is perfect.
Yeah.
So I'll throw that up on the screen right now. So, and you think this guy is what, 8, 9, 10?
Well, can I say it's at 10? But at 10 for me is
For
like
you, exactly.
because the guy who have at 10 is like I wanna date with him. I wanna go to play Xbox, like. But sexual is like 9 because I don't even know this guy. I just
Yeah, but I'm talking about look wise though. I mean,
yeah, it's 9.
as far as interest level.
Yeah, that is
I
like
think is what we're looking at.
like 9.
Okay.
If you talk only sexual, that okay, we're gonna have sex tonight. Okay, thanks. That's the guy. But
that's what I'm getting at. For you guys that have any interest in women, it's important. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's important. I don't give a fuck if you want 30% off at the Gap. If there's a female at the cash register, being in better shape is gonna get you that 30%. Okay, going in there with an average or below average body, you're not gonna get that 30% from her. All right, kick rocks. Now, if you're looking for casual sex, fitness is gonna make a huge difference. A huge difference.
but also
If you're
thinking,
looking for,
to be honest, okay, you can be like Schwarzenegger, but if you feel uncomfortable, if you don't have that,
the confidence.
yeah,
Yeah, but I'm not worried about that because there's no guys that are like improving their fitness and not gaining confidence. It doesn't work that way. There's no guys that are like, I'm in great shape, but for some reason I just don't feel good about myself. It doesn't work that way. So I'm not really worried about that.
I knew
in
some
fact,
boys.
that's the way to build the confidence. That's the way
Yeah.
to build it up. Is to be making constant improvements. But what I was saying is, even in a long-term relationship, you need to take that into consideration because you should always know why a woman is with you. Okay, I ask guys all the time. When guys are having issues with women and we're on the consult, I'm always asking them, so wait a minute, why is this girl with you in the first place? And I'm telling you, 90% of the time, it draws a blank. The guys are like, I never thought about that. It's like, yeah, well, you might want to put your finger on that. You might want to estimate that. And the funny thing is, women want to know. Women either know why guys with them, or they're constantly curious to know. Because they will ask you, why are you with me? Why that? You see what I mean? So you need to know why that is, guys. Because a lot of women are with guys for other reasons. They're not really with the guy. They're with something that the guy is providing. Okay? So you gotta know what's up. And that's why a lot of women don't reach out to guys until they need something. So they need something or they want something. And they're like, you know what? Yeah, I got a guy that can take care of that. I got a guy that can get this for me or that for me, or will do this for me or will do that for me. And also see what happens when girls ask you for favors and you deny them. See how fast she gets off the fucking phone. You know, that's another thing. I've been with a lot of guys and a chick hits them up and asks for something and they're like, yeah, no. And the girl's like, all right, cool, no problem. Because she's just gonna go ask somebody else. You know, when they ask you, they make it sound like it's the end of the world. Like, if you don't do this for me, like, I'm screwed. And guys don't know what it sounds like to say no because they don't say no. They say, oh, let me see what I can do and I'll help you. I'll do this, I'll do that. See what happens when you say no. I guarantee you it's not going to faze her. She's going to be like, all right, cool, no problem. All right, take care. Because she has to hurry up and get to the other guys that she's going to ask for that.
Yeah.
She's going to find a dude that's going to say yes because guys have a hard time saying no to women's requests. You know, part of us wants to help. Part of us wants to be a white knight. We want to, you know, save the day or whatever. I'm telling you guys, if that's what she's interested in or she's interacting with you for, you're not in a good place. But the guys that are very attractive, I'm telling you right now, those guys do not have to do jack shit. They don't have to do nothing at all. Period. Like, I can't stress that to you enough. All the guys I know that are really good looking, they got plenty of options. They're not out here bending over backwards for women in any way whatsoever. So that's what I'm saying, guys. You have to work on you to put you in a better position because you don't want to be wasting time. You don't want to be wasting energy. You don't want to be wasting effort. Time is the most valuable resource you have. So you will get a lot better results in life if you put all that time into yourself. There will be a time when you finally do get a woman that you want to be with and all this other lovey-dovey wonderful stuff. And that's when you're going to have to give yourself to another person, and you also might have children, and then you got to dedicate yourself to that. And then you no longer will have the luxury of being selfish or focusing on yourself. So what I'm trying to say is don't throw it away now. So many guys don't have kids, don't have a wife or anything like that, and you're fucking throwing away all your fucking time and energy on women and other people. It's pathetic because when you do get to that place in your life, now you would have never had that time when you just spent focusing on you. You. All right? So focus on that. All right? We're going to get out of here. Thank you. I appreciate you giving us your uncut, unedited opinion. All right, guys? Let's get fit.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
I pulled you out of an ancient. You literally came out the blue. Sacrifice anything for you. I get rid of the game for you. And you know I gotta get you to 60. And that's why I've been saving brews. Cause I got plans for you. Hit up the Dupe King. Might have Mr. Tham come through. And it might be a late night in Saudi Arabia.